Hi everyone, how you going? My name's Ingrid and my company is Grace.co.nz. It's Grace Integrated Health. I'm an integrated health practitioner and wellness coach in the making. I'm also a massage and beauty therapist, and I've studied nutrition, and I absolutely love a healthy wellness life. And I'm also vegan. I have been for 2 years, and I've been on a very long health journey myself. And I'm now coming into the best season I've ever been. And so in all of this time of my studies and my changes in lifestyle and everything else, I haven't ever made a raw cake or a raw slice. And I know that sounds really strange. I have made things like macaroons, raw macaroons and stuff like that, but I've never actually made a proper raw slice or raw cake. And the reason for that is I just don't have the equipment to what I thought to do it properly. I don't have an Excalibur dehydrator. I don't have a fancy Vitamix or a Thermomix blender, and I don't have a fancy or super powered food processor. So I thought, oh well, how am I going to make a beautiful raw cake or raw slice if I don't have those things? So I've never done it, but I really love to enjoy them myself. I make a lot of other raw vegan food. That's predominantly what I live off, is plant-based raw nutrition. And I enjoy going and getting raw slices and things at, especially one of my really beautiful friends' cafe. Her name's Olivia Scott, and she's the owner and founder of the Raw Kitchen, which is going to be Raw Kitchen 2 as well soon, which is really exciting, opening another store here in Auckland. So I really wanted to make one of her beautiful slices from her books today, which is her caramel slice, one of my absolute favourite slices. This is from her book The Raw Kitchen by Olivia Scott, and this is the recipe that I'm going to be making today. Or hopefully. I'm not doing this on an Instagram live or a Facebook live or anything else because it might not work. So I am doing it on this YouTube channel just in case it does work and I can share it with the world. So the ingredients that I'm using are these. I've got them all sitting here prepped and arranged, ready to go. I've soaked my dates overnight. I only needed to soak them for 4 hours, but Liv said that I could soak them overnight if I wanted to. These are beautiful medjool dates. I'm going to save the water, and I'll tell you about why I'm doing that after or in another post, because I've been doing some research and finding that's a good idea. I soaked my cashews for 4 hours, and then I've got everything else sorted and ready to go. This is all organic ingredients that I'm using today. And yeah, really excited. So they've got the raw cacao butter, and I've got raw cacao over there. I've got my organic oats, unhulled tahini, rice malt syrup. This is vanilla bean paste. Her recipe calls for vanilla bean powder. Couldn't find any, so I'm using the paste instead, and she assures me that's okay. I've got Ceres Organics coconut cream, virgin coconut oil, Himalayan pink sea salt, and as I said, my medjool dates, and ready to go. So here's my untrusty equipment that I have that's literally falling apart and I haven't wanted to use. This is my old Kenwood food processor and blender. This recipe doesn't need a dehydrator. I do have a Sunbeam dehydrator, which doesn't work very well for the things that I actually want to make, so I'm going to be looking at selling that and trying to save up for an Excalibur. So I'm going to pop you down so that you can follow along with me as I make or attempt to make this beautiful caramel slice. So I'm just going to pop you here so you can hopefully see me while I'm working along. If I'm doing something that you can't see, I'll try and I'll pick you up and show you what I'm doing. So I'm going to get the recipe book, and while I'm going along, I'm also drinking, look at this, how delicious does this look? Can you see it? Ooh. This is coffee, Nespresso, but it's got raw cacao in it, so it's kind of like a mochaccino. It's yum. really yummy. So the first step is to make the base. So what we're going to do is we're going to place the ingredients, the oats, and so we're doing the oats in the food processor first. This recipe requires 2 cups of oats. I've already measured that out and put it in my container, so I didn't need to measure it again, but I do have my cup in here just in case, because I am going to re-measure my cashews because they might have expanded, or I don't know what I've never actually really measured cashews after I've soaked them, so just wanting to make sure that I'm following by the recipe and having the right amount. So I'm putting my 2 cups of oats in my food processor, and also throwing it all over the place. Actually, that's one thing I'm going to do, because I always get stuff all over myself. So one sec. I cannot be trusted to bake without, I don't generally make a mess on the bench, I just generally make a mess all over myself. So I'm going to put my apron on. There's my linen apron. This is a Wallace cotton one. I really want to get one of those frog linen ones because they're so beautiful. But in the meantime, this is what we're doing. So there we go. So I keep myself clean and tidy. Ready. Now, so we're going to blitz these up until they're fine. This is how much this is falling apart. Look, it's got cracks all through it and everything. It's got bits falling off it. But we're going to try anyway. Alrighty, I'm just going to make some noise for a second, sorry. So I've blitzed that now to a fine grain, which is what was called for. And I'm now going to add the cashews and blend until fine. So for the base I need 2 cups of cashews. So I had pre-measured out 2 cups for the base and a cup for the filling, but I'm just going to re-measure it just to make sure. These are organic cashews. These are whole raw cashews. I get mine either from Ceres Organics in packets or from Good For Whole Food Refillery in Ponsonby, which is amazing. It's the best place ever. It's such a cool place. You take your own containers and fill your own containers up, and it's mostly organic, it's all whole food. It's just, it's amazing. I have to take you on a voyage there, but it's beautiful. So look, so this actually was 2, when I measured it was actually 2 cups, but I've got all of this left over. So that's really exciting because I actually really wanted to make some cashew cheese today. So I'm going to save that to do later. I'm going to make some cashew milk probably too, because I really want to put some cashew milk in my my raw cacao. So I'm going to put those aside, and now I'm going to blitz it again until fine. Almost there. actually starts to smell funny when you turn it on for too long, because it's almost like it's having a fit. And gets overheated and everything else. Anyway, so I've now blitzed this down to a crumb. And it's very fine, and it kind of just falls apart. But it's nice and sticky as well from those cashews and the oats sticking together. That's actually the gluten in the oats, I'd imagine. Oats do contain gluten. If anyone tells you that you've got gluten-free oats, they are not telling you the truth, because all oats have gluten in them. The thing is that they just have the minimum amount of gluten. So all other things like wheat and rye and pumpernickel and all of those other things, they have a higher